DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 21. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They will run for the first time here with White. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Buccaneers had 6 and 9 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Saints defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Mayfield. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Chris Godwin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Olave over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before they... A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Joker, 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 Joker.
1st down, Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
1st down, here's White. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, alert 33.
3 down, 3 down. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45, Mike, 45.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
Watch the block, motion, block. 45's the Mike.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Mayfield on 1st down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of